the Daniel Jeremiah. You're the genius that saw Malik Willis coming, man.
Malik Willis, love the kid, love the package. What I really like is when people were talking about, okay, if this kid's going to be the top quarterback in the draft, which he could very well be, how was he not the starter at Auburn?
Yeah.
And it could easily become one of those situations where everyone goes, well, they didn't give him a chance. Oh, they didn't do that. This young man owned it and said he didn't prepare the way he needed to. Thus, he was beaten out. He wouldn't make that mistake again.
That's honesty.
It's honesty. Yeah. It's self-evaluation.
It's emotional intelligence.
It really is. And it's not easy to do. And I relate to it because I'm not trying to tell my tale of woe, but when I came out of college, 12-round draft, which tells you how bad I was, I didn't get drafted. I thought I was going to. It affected me to a point where when I had a free agent opportunity, I was in shape, I was ready to go, but I wasn't ready to
there.
go.
Right.
You have a single-minded focus, and this is what I'm going to get. I've told people that story a million times over the years. I tell it every draft when we get into the 7th round. If you don't get drafted, it's not the end of the world. Find your good opportunity and go in there ready to go. We got a lot of guys who make it that way.
That reminds me of Blaine Gabbert, because Tom Condon, nothing saying bad about Tom, he's very successful.
Yeah.
But he did what he does best. He told his client, you're going to be number one. When Blaine realized he wasn't going to be number one, you should have seen the face. I remember on the red carpet, I knew when he found out. I could see his face. He was pissed.
Yeah.
And I think it affected his entire trajectory.
Tough. And if you don't handle it the right way, and I can't speak for Blaine, I can only speak for me, I didn't handle it the right way. I did not handle it to the point where, okay, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Well, Malik Willis did. I'll show you. Okay, if this isn't the place, and nowadays it's easier to transfer and go spots. And boy, did he do it.
Yeah.
And he did it in a big way. There's still room for growth as a player. We know that. They're all like that. Yeah. But this kid, it's funny. I met his father in the elevator.
What's he like?
I'm
take advantage of these 3 cameras over here. I'm switching around, folks. Hold on a second. Perfect. Okay. So move forward just a little bit. Perfect. That's much better. Yeah.
So I met the old man and met Malik Willis' father in the elevator in Mobile.
What's he like?
Great. Just, you see, did you watch Malik's Pro Day?
I did not.
Okay,
I missed it. Yeah.
If you get a chance, find that tape.
Yeah.
Dan Jeremiah said on air the most.
I watched I watched part of it.
Yeah, I think Darren Hill said it's the most joyful pro day he's ever seen.
Yeah.
Kid just had a bounce to him, enjoyed the process and having a good time. The father was the same way, so I saw where it came from. I think that's where this kid is a winner that way. He still has something to prove. He wants to prove to himself. He wants to prove to others. This is an opportunity.
He only had 2 drops, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I say it is because I had a senior moment and realized I saw part of the. I'm used to watching the whole thing, and I didn't get a chance as a result. But
there was. It was a very good workout. And what's really great about the whole thing is just he's getting this opportunity when normally a quarterback from Liberty, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah. You weren't pounding the table on him at first. You were pounding the table for Pickett, I think it was.
No, Matt Corral.
Matt Corral, right.
In my article, I found Matt Corral.
Right.
I don't know that that's going to turn out quite the way that I looked. We'll see how it goes down the road. But I love the way Corral played the game. But Willis, Senior Bowl week, he was the guy.
Yeah.
He ended up, the rainy day, it didn't affect him. He threw it well. He moved it. How people responded to him, gravitated towards him. He's not the tallest quarterback in the world, but guess what? Our team's not worried about that anymore.
But my issue
used to be an outlier.
Right. And the reason why I wasn't not pounding the table, but I wasn't enthusiastic was because it's not so much the big school bias thing, but it's did you play in the David Shaw offense? Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If he had went to Stanford, he would have been number 1, right? Yeah. It would have been a different story.
It would have been, but it would have been interesting because Russell Wilson played in that type of offense at Wisconsin.
That's true.
Size,
right?
All that, but Malik is so strong.
It's a great point, man.
In the lower part,
right?
I mean, when you see him, and then you get next to him, like, my God, this guy. Now I know where the motor comes from. High-powered runner. Now I know where the torque comes from throwing the football because the arm is a question. Yeah. All these different things. His big question mark is when people want to put the ding on him, the highest quality group that they played against, 2 games, Ole Miss, I forgot who the other one was, 0 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions.
Right, Because that's my issue is that you have to get used to that speed, that reaction speed. You think you've got it,
And then you go, and
Right.
you know, and he was used to it, quote unquote, at Auburn, but not on a regular basis now there. But again, can he be the kid who can make the adjustment? Can he be the kid? And every college quarterback's had a couple of days. Let's evaluate the total.
Yeah.
But this is a year where I've said it ad nauseum. The quarterbacks last year were highly rated. This group of quarterbacks, people like them, but they're not rated as highly as last year.
Yeah. I